What's up, YouTube? Go check this gadget. Coming to you with an unboxing of the iPad Pro 10.5 model. I got the rose gold model, and you see Apple did something a little different with this box. They're actually showing the actual size of the iPad on the front of the box versus how they done in the past with their traditional boxes of doing the side profile view. So something new from there. So got the Apple symbol on the bottom, and that's in rose gold, iPad Pro. Another Apple symbol, iPad Pro, and all that is in the rose gold colorway on the box. On the back here, you can see, got the 256 gigabyte model, Wi-Fi, and I think since the jump goes from 64 to 256, it just makes sense to get the 256 for $100 more. Like that's more than double for just $100 more. It just doesn't make sense to get the especially if you can afford the $100. Like, even if it's gonna be a little pinch, just try to squeeze that out to get. I think in the long run, you will appreciate having that way more storage, because that's more than double the space. Like double the space, you'll be at 128. We're now double that. So, and it's only $100 more. So it only makes sense to get the 256. I know the thing is already expensive. This model retails for $749, so I already know the thing is expensive, but I feel like, I mean, you should spend that little extra money and get the 256 model. That way you don't have to worry about anything. I'm just saying. All right, so let's get into actually opening it. I ordered mine from B&H. Just as a side note, if you do order from B&H, you do not have to pay sales tax if you live outside of, I think it's New York and New Jersey. I don't know if the New Jersey people, I know New York would have to pay sales tax, I'm sure. But if you live outside of those, you don't have to pay sales tax. So, you know, that was a nice thing. All right, so here is the iPad. Rose gold. The camera instantly stood out to me from my side view. It is raised a lot. So I got my other iPads here. So let's just take a look at that. Right. So here, this is my Air 2, iPad Air 2. So we go from flat to the raised camera. Now this is the same camera that's on the iPhone 7, which I'm actually filming this video with my iPhone 7 Plus. So now I have the same exact camera in my iPad. Some might say that it's overkill, possibly, but I really appreciate it since I'm going to be scanning documents and stuff like that. So the better the camera, better resolution, the better for me and my documents. So here we have the actual iPad. We have a sync cable here in a nice little circle. Under here, they even have to have a little cutout for the camera there. And I think all the iPads now come with 12 watts. Yeah, so this is a 12 watt charger. So no more 10 watt, now 12 watt bricks. And let's see what color the stickers are. Still white. Here is the sheet, in case you're interested. And here's what's on the back, in case you're interested. And so that's that. I'm going to leave all this in there. I don't need to open that or that sync cable. I'm already using the nice thick sync cable from my 12.9 model. I already got a 12 watt charger I'm using. So pretty much once I take the iPad out the box, those things just sit in there until I'm ready to get rid of it. Which I probably won't be getting rid of this for probably at least 3 years. Because I've had this iPad Air 2 for I got this like 2015. I bought it used. And so, yeah, it's probably going to be a while before I get rid of that one. So, I'm not going to power it up or anything, but I am going to show you some size comparisons. So, first here, I have my iPad Air 2, which was pretty much the same size as the 9.7 Pro. So, I'm upgrading from my iPad Air 2. So, let me move the box out the way, maybe. So, that's out the way so you can get a good comparison. So I pretty much got my camera, hopefully you can see. So you see that we have a little bezel here on the side, And we have some bezel here at the top. So I'm gonna turn it sideways so you can get a good view of the dimensions here. Push that in the camera side so you can see how much taller it is here. So it's a little taller, a little more wider. If I try to line it up screen for screen, try to give you an idea of the screen, you can see how that extra screen gap there. So hopefully that gives you a good view of that. Now let me bring out the iPad 12.9, and this is the first gen. And this is the reason I'm having this out, because this thing was too big. This has just been sitting. I'm not carrying this thing anywhere. Like, I have a little computer bag that my MacBook, I have a 12-inch MacBook that fits in, and this thing won't even fit in it. That means this is too big. I underestimated it. It's too big. I bought this for a certain reason, but it's just too big that I don't even want to use it. So basically I bought my 10.5 to replace this. So here's the comparison on here. So there is the 10.5 on top of the 12.9. Here it is inside the screen, if that helps. So that gives you a little idea of size-wise what you're looking at. And let me do all three from the corner angle. I don't know if that helps some people, but it might. So here's all three lined up as much as possible to give you an idea of what size you want. So I mean, really, you're only choosing between, it's not that big of a jump between the 9.7 and 10.5, but you know, it's either, you know what you want. If you know you like bigger, you go with the 12.9. If you want something smaller, a little more portable, you want to go with the 10.5. It's really as simple as that. I'm curious to know if my I was hoping, I'm curious to know if this will work with it. Oh, it is magnetized, so it is for the people out there that do have a 9.7. Now, of course, you know, you're gonna have this going on, but technically my screen is covered. Got a little bit of home button showing down there. I mean, hey, if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna be using it like this, because I put it in my bag anyway, protective bag. I just like having the screen, this cover. I know people say I can just go buy the new one, but them things like $60, and I don't want to. If this works fine, it's not a bother to me that the white shows on these. So let's see if it'll stand up and everything. That's the true test. If it doesn't do that, then it's pointless. So let's see. Oh, looks like we got a problem. Guess I'll have to go buy a new one. Darn you, Apple. You won't let us be great. I can get that angle. So this angle works. However, the standing up portion is not working. So if you have the 9.7 smart cover, you thought, well, I'm gonna try to use it anyway. It's not gonna stand up. So it's not gonna, it will magnetize, as you can see. It's not gonna stand up though. However, if you're one of the people that use it for just having it, if I knock it off, just use it up for typing like this. Okay, I keep knocking it off now. Okay. For like this, then you'll be fine for that. So if you're gonna use it like this, you'll be fine. And if you just want something, if you're just like me, and you just don't like to throw your iPad in the bag naked, even if you are putting it like a protective sleeve, I don't know, I just have something I just like to try to cover the screen. I'm kind of special about that. So this is pretty much good for me. I just like to have something, this little extra part to cover the screen while it's in my bag. So that's why it's not a big deal for me to have the real version. I really don't watch my iPad like this that much, and I have plenty of tablet stands, so that's not a big deal to me. So for the people curious out there, I did think I saw a video of, I don't have the keyboard, the Apple keyboard, but I think I saw that might work. But so yeah, that has been the iPad. Also, make sure you stay tuned for another video I did by the Logitech Slim keyboard combo. So I'm going to be testing that out, doing a video on that, because I don't like the Apple official keyboard. So make sure you check back for that. Till next time, later.